The richest man in history was African, and he wasn't even close. Hook, fast cuts, gold coins, a desert caravan silhouette, Cairo skyline, modern billionaire headlines. In 1324, a king walked through Egypt on his way to Mecca. By the time he left, the value of gold in the region had crashed, and it stayed crashed for over a decade. He didn't invade. He didn't conquer. He just gave away gold to strangers, to the poor, to anyone he passed. And he had so much of it, it broke the math of an entire economy. His name was Mansa Musa. And depending on which historian you ask, he wasn't just rich. He may have been the richest human being who has ever lived. Richer than Rockefeller, richer than Musk, richer than anyone we can actually put a number on. This is the story nobody taught you in school. Who was Mansa Musa? Mansa Musa ruled the Mali Empire from around 1312 to 1337. Mansa simply meant emperor, and Musa's empire wasn't some minor regional kingdom. It stretched across parts of what is now Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Niger, Nigeria, Mauritania, and beyond. Some accounts claim it would take an entire year just to cross it from end to end. And this empire sat on top of something extraordinary, most of the known world's gold supply. At a time when European kingdoms were fighting over scraps of land, West Africa was quietly controlling the gold and salt trade routes that powered economies from the Mediterranean to the Middle East. The empire built on gold. Here's what most people don't realize. Mali's wealth wasn't luck. It was infrastructure. Musa taxed trade. He taxed gold. He taxed conquered cities. Every camel that crossed the Sahara carrying salt, gold, or goods paid into the empire's treasury. Because historians don't have complete records of his assets, nobody can put an exact modern dollar figure on Musa's wealth. But here's the thing. That's actually the point. His wealth was so vast, it's literally impossible to calculate. Most rich people in history, you can estimate. Land, gold reserves, currency. You can do the math. With Mansa Musa, the math breaks. The walk that shook the world in 1324, Musa set out on the Hajj, the Islamic pilgrimage to Mecca. But this wasn't a quiet religious trip. He brought an entourage of roughly 60,000 people. Soldiers, officials, enslaved attendants, camels loaded with supplies, and gold. So much gold. Some accounts describe 500 attendants, each carrying a solid gold staff weighing several pounds, and packed camels hauling gold dust